Hey guys, MaxLPQueen here, and welcome back to some more Pokemon Dark Rising, I believe. In the last episode, I'm pretty much so confused on what we did, but I believe it had something to do with us trying to find an emerald. I'm not too sure. It's been a while since I've been able to record anything, and I'm gonna get into that a little bit later. I'm gonna call this episode pretty much the lazy episode of Dark Rising because, well, this is probably the third or the fourth time that I've actually tried to do this episode. The gameplay that you're seeing right now was done that day and is fine. The only problem is this is like the fourth or fifth time that I've tried to do audio, is what I'm trying to say. So back up, let me just start over, of course. I recorded this episode, I had great audio, it was all good, and I went to go and export it, and I was like, you know what, let me do something else real quick. I clicked off for a second, I clicked back on it, and didn't realize that I didn't export the audio, so I pushed that little X button up in the corner and pushed no when it asked me to save. So, blah, there went the audio for this episode. And I was like, oh, great. Now I don't have audio for this episode, so I gotta do post-commentary. Which is fine, because I've done it before. You guys know that things like this happen all the time to me. So I went ahead and put it all into my movie project thing that I use to edit videos, and I went to go record the audio again. So I talked and talked and talked for about 20 minutes or so, which is, I think, about how long the video is. And went to go play it back, and there was no sound. So I looked, and of course I did not have my microphone clicked. Basically, whenever I go to record audio for a video on this program that I use, I have to go into my options and click on the microphone because it will pick up like the speakers instead. And I actually didn't even have the speakers plugged in either, so that was another thing that I did wrong. I went to play it back and there was no sound whatsoever, which I didn't realize I didn't have the freaking speakers plugged in. But even with them in, there was no sound or anything like that because I didn't have the microphone clicked. Like a doorknob, of course, I didn't do that as well. So I decided, you know what, I don't want to record another 20 minutes of me talking about nothing again. It's gonna be boring, no one's gonna want to watch this, and I don't think I can come up with anything to think of for 20 minutes to talk about of any importance other than to commentate the video of what's going on in the video, which is kind of what I did at the beginning when I first recorded the episode, but I forget things. So I went ahead and decided that day, I'm done. I'm not doing any more today. I'll record the audio later, or I'll just add some music in. Some nice glitch music, and you guys can just listen to that for the episode, and it'll be a little silent video of commentary, but there'll be some nice music. So a few days go by, and unfortunately some very sad things happened in my life that have caused me not to want to record for a while. But I also had a little bit of other troubles as well. The weather is not cooperating over here. Currently, right now, which it won't be probably when this video goes up, it's snowing a lot over here. So when it snows, you guys know the whole family's here at the house. We can't leave, we can't go anywhere. They can't go to their school and do all their stuff anyway. So I am in a house with a lot of people who like to be loud and talk. Pretty much 10 minutes never goes by of silence in this house when everyone's here. So I'm pretty much not doing that. It was like 2 or 3 days, I think 4 actually. It was all the weekend and everything else. They were not able to go through the week, and then the weekend hit, and then that Monday they didn't get to go again, and all this stuff. I don't know, there's just a lot of weather troubles and stuff like that. So unfortunately I wasn't able to record, and I wasn't able to make any new videos because I didn't want to until I got this recorded, and that was another 20 minutes I'm gonna have to spend talking. But I just decided, you know what, I'll do it later. I'll put it off because I'm not in the mood to do it right now, and I just don't want something to happen again that would cause it to not work, because that would really just anger me to the point of no return. But anyway, going back to what I said earlier. So unfortunately, I don't know how to say this, but unfortunately for me, one of my, I guess you could say, one of my little friends, my best friend growing up with me, my little dog that I've had for about 12 years or so, passed away on Monday. She was very sick, and I knew it was getting close to her time because she was coughing a lot and just not feeling good and not wanting to eat or take her medicine, because she has medicine that she is on as well. And she was my little dog that I've had for a really long time. I got her when I was like 12 years old. I think I was, I'm not sure. It's been a long time. She's been here for a while, and she was just kind of there for me all the time through all my troubles that I've had in the past. I've had a lot of medical issues and things, and she was just always there for me when I come home from the hospital, and would lay in the bed with me and just keep me company. And it was really hard for me to have to make the decision to put her down, but the one thing I don't ever want is to see any of my animals suffering, and she was definitely suffering. She used to be really big and this fat little thing, and I used to call her my little pig because she had the little scrunched nose. She was a little Shih Tzu, and she had a little scrunched up nose, and every time she would eat, she would snort like a pig, and she was getting to where she was so skinny and she just wouldn't eat. She didn't want to eat at all. So I went ahead and made the decision that it was time for her to be put down, which was really hard for me because I don't ever want to do that, and usually I don't do that myself. When one of my animals is sick, my mom will usually take them to the vet, and this time I decided I wanted to go because this little dog has been with me a lot, and I want to be with her in her final moments. It was hard, but I had to do it. And then after that, for a few days afterwards, I kind of just wanted to lay in bed, and I didn't want to do anything at all. So recording kind of wasn't on the schedule to do, and it wasn't on my mind in the least. I didn't care at all to want to do it, but I knew that she was not suffering anymore, and she wasn't hurting anymore, and she's gonna get to go be with our other animals, and my family is gonna take care of her up there because I have a lot of family members who passed on as well. So she's safe now, and it's hard. It's very hard to not see her every day because I'm just so used to getting up every morning and seeing her. And my other animals as well, they're kind of noticing that she's not coming back. So it is heartbreaking, but you know, life goes on, and I had to come back to recording eventually. So I decided today would be a good day to try to do it because, well, it's the one day when everybody's finally back doing their normal routines because the snow has finally stopped for just a little bit. We do have some that's actually supposed to be coming in like over the weekend, so hopefully that'll just go right over us and I'll be able to continue the schedule as normal next week. Like right now it's a Friday, so Saturday and Sunday I won't do anything, and then Monday is actually a holiday, so Monday I won't be doing anything either. Everybody will be in the house, so hopefully by Tuesday next week everything will be back to normal for the channel, which really nothing has changed for you guys. As you know, I bulk record all of my stuff, so you're definitely not going to miss out on anything in terms of videos. So what's going on in the video right now, if you just saw, we ran into the 3 legendary beasts, Raikou, Suicune, and Entei. So I went ahead, chucked that old Master Ball right at Raikou, because if you'll remember a couple episodes back, we fought KO, I believe that was his name, and I think he had a Raikou, and I went to talk to the Raikou, and I told you guys I couldn't catch it. But now this old man has said that Suicune and Raikou would like to join us on our journey, so I'm going ahead and trying to catch them. As you just saw, Suicune didn't want to be caught, so I went ahead and sacrificed all the team so that I go ahead and try to catch it again. Decided to go for Entei first, and lucky for us, we got the first Ultra Ball on Entei, so I was feeling lucky. I was like, yes, this is it, we can do it, we can catch Suicune this time. So I went ahead and clicked on Suicune again, and I was like, you know what, we can do this, we can catch Suicune. And Suicune turned out to be a lot harder to catch than Raikou and Entei. I don't know what it was about Suicune, but it just did not want to come with me. Even though it just said it wanted to join me on my journey, it was being a little annoying Pokemon, and I was getting to the point where I actually didn't care whether I caught it or not, but my OCD was like, come on, I have to catch all three of them. I can't just catch two, that would be stupid. So I'm trying my best here to catch this Suicune, and it keeps freezing me with Ice Beam. It's got, I think, 1 or 2, maybe 3 now. Calm Mind's up, so if it does hit me with anything, it's probably going to do a lot of damage and more than likely just take me out completely. But I know I'm not going to be able to catch it at the with the amount of HP it has now. I won't be able to catch it because, as you just saw before, it's going to take a lot more than that to catch this thing for some reason. It just doesn't want to be caught. So I'm pretty much stacking off the whole entire team just so I can try to get just a little bit of damage off on it. And then, what do you know, Breviary goes on and freaking facades it to death and kills the Suicune. So I was really upset. I was like, are you serious? We killed the Suicune, and I was like, you know what? Whatever. I'm done. We gotta get finished with this episode. We gotta move on. We took too much time with Suicune and Raikou and Entei, so I caught 2 of them, and it doesn't matter. We're not gonna add them to the team that I know of anyway. So I moved on and went into this building here, which is actually where the Team Dark members are hiding out, and we are looking for the Vladimir guy, I believe is his name. I don't know if they had mentioned him or not, but we are looking for him so that he can try to tell us where the emerald is or whatever, or get him to tell us where the emerald is. So this place is actually kind of annoying to me. I hate puzzles like this. I don't like the spinny puzzles or whatever because I don't want to bother with them. So I pretty much super sped through this part of the game. Well, I pretty much super sped through the whole entire episode, but I got a little bit super speed crazy in this part because I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna keep going this way, and then I kept going in the same arrows and kept landing in the same spot like 3 or 4 times. I was like, okay, come on, stop going in the same one. And I had to like literally look and think. I was like, okay, if I go in this one, I go right back here. And I did that like 2 or 3 times before I realized I don't need to go on that one. I need to take my time and go on a different one and stop super speeding, or I'm going to be going through the same one over and over and over again. So I stopped, had to look around. I was like, okay, I need to go on this one. Maybe it took me somewhere else, and I need to go back up here though and go this way, maybe? I don't know, it was so confusing. I did go this way and get the item though, which is going to be a TM, it's TM36 for a Sludge Bomb, which we have already taught, or, well, Electros already has, so I'm not worried about it. But I finally figured out the right way to go. A couple more people to defeat, and then we should be almost finished. So, this guy has got level 73 Pokemon, which I'm seeing you guys know is the theme of everything. That the trainers have lower level Pokemon, and then like the boss people have pretty much high level Pokemon, so I'm gonna stick with the level we are now and say we're good. Alright, so this is the last person I believe that we are gonna fight before we reach the boss man or whatever. I think there's actually one more person that we need to fight as well before we can talk to him. So they're gonna make sure that we can go back and forth through there, and we don't have to worry about using all those puzzles again. But I didn't want to chance it. I didn't go back. So I went ahead and used my revives and stuff to revive my Pokemon and heal them. I didn't see the point of going all the way back to the center whenever all we have to do is defeat this guy, and we should be able to finish up this area. So I went ahead and healed up with my last revives. The only one I didn't revive is Charizard, because I feel like we could go without him. He's fine. And then we run into this guy. You've managed to become a top trainer in such a short amount of time. I wonder, is it the power of Arceus, or are you really just this blessed? Get out of my way. Not until I do experiments on you. Weirdo, let's do this. Alright, so first we have to fight Dark Thug. I didn't see his name. Before we can go back to see Vladimir. He has a Rampardos and a Bastiodon, so I'm pretty confident with Shaman and Caracosta out here. Except for the rock type moves on Shaman, because I didn't even realize that this form of Shaman is like supposedly flying type or something. It says psychic type, I believe, whenever you go in and look at it, but I don't know. It says super effective on the rock stuff, so it has to be for flying type. Anyway, we're going to take out the Rampardos and this Bastiodon and the Aerodactyl. Oh my, how could someone as young as you be that strong? From training and defeating losers like you, I'm getting tired of you all. Where's my father? Dead. Alright, so there's the answer to the big question, where our dad is. He's dead, apparently. Don't know if that's true or not, but he's clearly going to tell us that he's dead. Ugh, I'm so frustrated with you. You're always making whatever. No, you're blah blah. Dargus is going to get somewhere in life. It's only using you. Quiet, kid. If I was you, I'd watch your mouth. All I have to do is make a call to the police station, and you'll be behind bars right now. What exactly did the people in the core region believe me and my friends did? Oh, nothing. Just that you stole Pokemon from a Pokemon Center and are doing bad experiments on them. If the police catch you, you will be in big time trouble. No comment. We have a plan to get out of this crazy mess you set us in. Now, where is the emerald? Oh, that thing. I'm not telling you. Alright, so here's where Landorus comes out, and this is where I'm kind of confused a little bit, because apparently we're supposed to have Landorus, Victini, and Shaman, and all the legendary Pokemon that we've caught on our team, because they're supposed to be used in the story, but I didn't want to use them on my team because I didn't want a team completely full of legendaries. So I decided against that. Obviously it doesn't matter because the text is going to say Landorus and all this and that. So basically he wants the Landorus if we lose to him. And good luck with that though. It's back on my PC. I'm not going to use it. I thought about it, but then I was like, you know what? No, we're not going to do that. We've already got Shaman. We had Victini. I'm not going to go and get the Raikou and Entei out because then we'd have a full team of legends. And like I just said, I don't really see that as something I want to do. Even though this Let's Play has been pretty much us trying to dominate and be level 100, having level 100 legendaries would kind of overdo it in my opinion, probably. And it would probably be, how do I say this? It would probably make the Let's Play boring. Because we would probably just be speeding through this game like nothing if we just had legends on the team. Even though we are going through the game actually pretty fast, in my opinion. We've gotten pretty far from where we started out. We've got like, what, 2 or 3 badges? So that's actually been something that I'm happy about. We've actually gotten pretty far in the game, and I'm hoping we're about finished with it because we still actually have Snakewood to continue as well. I don't know when that one will be coming back, but I'm kind of wanting to get finish with Dark Rising before I do Snakewood. Alright, so we've defeated Vladimir. I just can't beat you. The emerald has been sent to our secret lab. That's all I'm saying. Good luck finding it. Better find clues in Paxtown. Alright, so we're going to go behind him here, and this is going to take us to a hideout tunnel, which the hideout tunnel is actually going to take us to Paxtown, which is apparently the next place that we need to go to. So, I'm just going to go through here, and this guy is going to give us a nugget, which I will gladly take, even though we have a ton of money as it is. I'll just take it anyway. And we are going to arrive here in Paxtown, which is apparently the next place that we need to go. So I decided that I would actually look around in the town some, because there might be some people that want to give me something, or we might get something new, or some Pokemon, or some items and stuff like that. So I wanted to go ahead and look around at everyone for a quick second before we ended the episode off, because usually when I do the walk around to the town and talk to everybody, I do it off screen. So I felt like this time we should do it on screen so you guys don't miss anything, because sometimes I end up doing things that you don't get to see that actually are something you should probably need to see on screen. So I went ahead and did them on screen. This guy here is from Johto, and he's actually going to have some Ultra Balls and Max Potions and Full Heals for us. So I went ahead and got some more Ultra Balls because we had to use them on that Suicune and we really needed them. Since we have plenty of money, I bought some Max Potions, and I went ahead and decided to buy some more Revives as well, because we only had one left, and I wanted to make sure we had plenty of those. And then also we had some stuff to sell, so I went ahead and sold that nugget, even though we really don't need to sell stuff. We have plenty of money. And then we're going to heal up at the Pokemon Center here and talk to a few more people to kind of figure out and give us an idea of what we need to do in the next episode. I was kind of confused at the end. I was like, okay, they told us to go to Paxtown, look for clues of what to do, so we better look around. And then I noticed that there was a game corner, like a prize corner and all this stuff, so I figured this has got to be like that part in the Fire Red and Leaf Green games where you have to go to underground in the game corner area. And for those of you who watch Region Adventures, this here will look a little bit familiar to you. The Chansey Dance. It was one of the things that we did in Region Adventures. So the game corner is over down that way, and I want to go down there and check it out before we end the episode off. And of course, there is the Dark Thug right over there, and there's an old guy standing there on the shelves. But there's the Dark Thug guy right there. And obviously, I didn't know if we were supposed to talk to this girl here because she looked kind of familiar to that other girl that we fought a few episodes back. Karen or something, I think was her name. I don't really remember. But it was just a regular person. So, nobody interesting. I went ahead and went back here and defeated this little grunt person real quick. And he tells us that he needs to go inform V. And apparently V is still alive. We thought we killed him, but he's still alive, apparently. So before I end the episode, I'm going to go ahead and talk to these guys, which I'm actually regretting now because of all the stuff that they are saying is nothing I want to repeat. And I did not say all that stuff in the actual episode. Disgusting. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode off here, you guys. Hopefully the audio has worked on this episode and I don't have to go back and do it all over again. I'm hoping everything's all good. By the next episode, everything should be not post-commentary anymore, and we should be back on track. So, that is it for me today. I'm going to end up at the end, I'm going to stop before I get tongue-tied again. I will see you guys in the next episode of our Pokemon Dark Rising Let's Play. See, I can't even talk anymore. I'll see you guys in the next episode.